No, this is what he always does. This is why you're able to play at the level that he's played at for the length of time. Skip, you don't play. Tom Brady is just not playing at the level that he's playing at for this length of time because in the last 5 years, he decided to put more time training.
Agreed.
No.
Agreed.
You're able to play at this level of consistency because this is what you've always done. You've scored 25 points or more for 18 straight seasons. You've done what you've been able to do, the consistency and the level in which you played at, because this is how you've always done it. Now, maybe there's more documentation, maybe he's putting it out a little bit more, but this is what LeBron has always done, and this is what the really great ones do. The really great ones start early on. They adopt a habit of training and doing it the right way, and they're able to play at a level for an extended period of time. It's the ones that try to cram and skip. It's kind of like a lot of smart people.
See Carmelo Anthony.
Yes.
Where you just try to make it up at the end.
He want to try to get his body in tip-top shape now in year 16, year 17. Well, LeBron James started from year 1 and kept his body in shape. It's kind of like the student. Some can cram and get it. But a lot of the really good ones, Skip, they study. And they've always studied.
You can't cram shape. You just
No. Yeah. Because eventually it'll catch up with you.
It will.
Because as you get older, it gets harder and harder to cram, and you need more and more time, and you end up hurting yourself. But the way he eats, the way that he trains, the way that he conditions himself, the time that he puts in the gym, as they say, the lab, this is a normal occurrence for him. This is not new. He's true to this.
By the way, history will show you, studies will show you, if you lose 50 pounds, the odds are you will gain back even more. If you go on crash diet to lose 50, go ahead.
It's got to be a lifestyle.
Yes.
Because, see, a diet, and this is what I tell people, a diet has a start-stop time. You're going to start it at a particular time, and you're going to stop it. But a lifestyle, that is said the way you live.
Yep.
LeBron James lives a certain lifestyle with the way he eats, the way he trains, and the way he conducts himself as far as getting ready for the basketball season. And the Kobe's, the Jordans, the guys, and at the end, it got harder and harder for Jordan Skip. But, you in your late 30s, you in your late 40s, it's kind of hard to summon it up.
It wasn't hard through 98.
No, it wasn't hard. No. But Skip, being away from the game, I believe it'll be hard for LeBron if he were to take 3 years off and just try to come back where he wasn't training like that because Jordan didn't have anything to train for. He's like, I'm retired. What do I need to weigh 195 pounds for? I'm in retirement. I need to enjoy some of this. So let me get on my cigars. Let me drink some and have me a nice cocktail, nice beverage whenever I want to. But LeBron James is at the peak of his game, and he knows in order for him to stay at this level, this is what's required of him. I don't know if he's training harder. I know he's training smarter because as you get older, you can't train as hard. You can't summon it up, and the body will break down. And that's what most athletes have to understand. You have to train smarter, not longer, not harder. Ramp the intensity up for shorter periods of time. But this is who LeBron James is, so I'm not surprised that he's in the lab like he is.
Okay. I'm going to say what I've said many times on the show that nobody wants to hear. I greatly admire LeBron's discipline and dedication to staying in peak shape, not just good shape, in great shape.
We know how hard it is.
Great. We know. He does it. Mike Macias, who is his trainer, is a protege of the great Tim Grover, who trained Jordan and Kobe and Dwayne.
Yeah.
Okay, so he picked the right guy who's been with him from the start.
Right.
And they do it correctly.
Right.
And in the sizzle reel, he looks all-time great to me, especially for his age and stature in the game. Mm-hmm. We're into year 20. And as far as shape goes, you just couldn't be in better shape going into year 20. Now, does that mean he will be injury-free this year? I'm going to knock on wood for him. I hate to even talk about it. No, it does not, because as you have pointed out, the body starts to break down if you're going to abuse it by playing the high minutes that he has played. At some point, it's just going to fail on you here and there. They're not big fails. They're not knee or shoulder fails or Achilles fails. I'm knocking on wood again. But little of this, little of this, little of this. Pull my calf.
Remember, it was his groin.
Yeah, it's soft tissue muscle pulls. Yep. Okay, I got it. Now, this is the only point I'm going to make back to you, and I've asked you this question many times, and this is where I hope the sizzle reel does not turn into a fizzle reel. When you say he goes to the lab, he clearly works so hard on his body. I don't know that he works as hard on his game, because The stats don't say that he ever works on his game because he's a poor three-point shooter and he's a poor free throw shooter, especially by his standards.
Right.
You make the case he's the GOAT. By GOAT standards, it's terrible. And it doesn't get, it kind of rises and falls,
Name a top five player that had a great.
it just
Name a
stays
top five player that had a great three-point shooting percentage. If you want to say Kobe, you want to say Shaq, you want to say Jordan, you want to say Magic, the only person you can go with is Bird.
Okay, but in those days, they did not prioritize that shot. Now it's the essence of basketball. Everybody shoots threes. LeBron shot a career high by far, 8 threes a game. It's a bunch of threes. His three-point shooting ranked 15th in attempts. 15th in attempts.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think LeBron has gotten better from his rookie year to now shooting the three ball? Because if he has, it's working. Him being in the lab is working. Any incremental increase from where he started, any point, any position, if you're further along than where you started, it was great.
Okay. He took the 15th most three-point attempts last year and finished 93rd in the league in percentage of makes. It's terrible. It hurts the team. He's taking so many, and it's easier to take the 3 than the 2 at his age. It keeps you fresher. You don't have to bang bodies. But he still shot the 15th most free throws in the league. That's high, man. That's a lot of free throws.
He should have shot more. He should have shot top 5,
you know
shot
what?
10.
Okay, I will buy that. And I agree with that. He gets treated like Shaq got treated in the last 6-8 years of his career. He gets the Shaq phenomenon treatment.
Yes.
But the point is, he ranked 86th in the league in free throw shooting percentage. So high attempts, low makes. It's terrible for the team. And I just wonder, does he ever go to the gym? Does he go in the backyard?
Did you not see that?
Okay.
All they showed was him in the gym.
Okay, but I don't know if he goes in and says, I'm going to have a shooting coach teach me a better three-point stroke or a better free throw shooting.
I mean, he's working with Phil Handy.
Okay.
Of course he's working. Skip, look, you want to be what if Brady had Mahomes' arm, had arm talent, or Josh Allen's arm talent with Lamar Jackson's speed? God ain't gonna give you everything. You want the man to give you a body like this to play this long. You want him to shoot the 3 like Steph, be able to drive the ball like he does, and have a free throw percentage like Mark Price. That's just not gonna happen. Jordan didn't shoot the 3 like that. Jordan didn't shoot 90% from the free throw line. Yes,
he shot 85.
He was a better
LeBron 73.
He was a better mid-range and a better free throw percentage shooter than LeBron James. But he didn't have the longevity. He didn't have the ability. LeBron James, because at the end, the tail end, Michael wasn't shooting up but mid-range. Michael wasn't even driving the ball like he does. Even LeBron James is still driving the ball. Mm-hmm. Even though the punishment that he's taking, because it's telling me he's not getting fouled on jump shots, he's fouling as he drives the ball to the basket.
Okay, but his assists were a career-high 10 a game, which led the league in the bubble year.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they fell last year to 6 a game. Well, it's like a Zeke plunge, but the point is, I'm good with it if you take more threes, 8 threes a game, if you can make 38% of them.
So let me ask you a question. The guys that was those assists, because in order for you to get assists, you have to put the ball in the basket. So who's going to put the ball in the basket last year? You just told me Russ was not very good. And you look at the other guys, AD was hurt. Now remember, the year that he led the league in assists was AD's first year in L.A., which was AD's best year in L.A.
Yep, I'll buy that. I'm just saying it fell 4 a game. That's precipitous. And it showed you that his priority changed, because I do believe he wants to catch and pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I'm good with that. But if you're going to take that many threes, you got to go in the lab in the offseason and work on it and come back and say, watch this, I'm going to make 38% of my threes.
Skip.
We've not seen that from him.
The mere fact that the man is playing at this level lets you know, Skip, there's no way you can just put time in the weight room and be able to put up the numbers that he's putting up on the basketball court. They have to go hand in hand. Yes, your body has to be able to withstand the rigors of a night in and night out NBA season, but you also have to put time in on the court to understand where the players are going to be, where you need to get your shot at, where your best position. So there's no question. They hand in hand. They go simultaneous. One, you can't have one without the other.
Okay. Since LeBron James entered the league, 26 players have attempted 4,000 or more threes, including him.
Yes.
He ranks 25th out of the 26 players because I'm being nice, he's a below average three-point shooter. Think about how quickly he would have passed Kareem if he made 38% of his threes. think about how fast he would have passed Kareem if he shot 85% like Jordan did from the free throw line.
Right.
He's 73.4%.
But here's the thing. Here's the trade-off. He might have shot better threes. He might have shot a better free throw percentage, but he might have had a more injury history, more plague. Look at where Steph Curry would be had he not been injured. Skip, you can't get it all. You can't have the longevity, be able to play every single game like an AC Green, shoot the three ball like Steph Curry, have the free throw percentage like a Mark Price, and be able to drive the ball like a LeBron. Skip, God's not going to give you every single thing.
But I watched Magic Johnson as a rookie. When I first got to know him, he couldn't shoot a lick.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, he went in the lab, year 2, year 3, year 4, and all of a sudden, he started to develop a really dependable set shot, three-point shot. He just feet on the floor, just set shot it, and he could make it. He could shoot you 38%.
Think about what LeBron, Skip. Think about what LeBron started when he first got to the NBA as far as jump shot. Nobody would guard him. He didn't have that Akeem turnaround fadeaway. He had none of that. And look at what that turnaround fadeaway is deadly.
Okay, I'll give you that. He has improved some form of his jump shot.
Yes!
Because in the first couple of series against Popovich in the finals, Pop is just waving people off. Get off him.
Yes.
Just make him shoot. That was mostly threes. But he has developed the fadeaway or just the whatever. That he's got more of a Jordan-esque mid-range that is more trustable. Right. I will give you that.
Yes.
But the point is, he's still jacking up a whole lot of threes. Yeah. And I just don't understand how you don't go in the lab. You got a nice long offseason and figure it out, because he's highly capable of being better than 32, 33% from three.
He's 35, 30, I think he's like a 34.8, 35% three-point shooter.
He's 34.6.
Okay,
career.
That's 35.
Career, okay.
But he's not, Skip, the likelihood of him being a consistent 40% from the three, there are not very many guys that's going to shoot as many threes as he has over his career to have that kind of number. He's not Steph. He's not Clay. He's not a Dame.
And he's not a KD, who that's his strength.
Yes.
Shooting threes and free throws. KD is God-gifted that way.
7 foot tall.
7 foot tall, okay?
But give me GOAT.
And yet what LeBron has over Jordan is he's 3 inches taller, 6'9" versus 6'6". The only thing that God didn't give Michael Jordan was 3 more inches.
Right.
Because if you give him 3 more inches, it's like way over, right?
But here's the thing. And what he didn't give Jordan was the discipline to do it year in and year out for 20 years.
I'll buy that. Yeah.
Skip, that's a quality, too, that you got to have. It takes to be disciplined in a craft for that length of time. Yeah, I get it. The rules have changed. But for Tom to be as disciplined as he is, the really great ones get it.
Okay, but where's the weakness in Brady's game? Because I can't really
see. He can't run fast.
Okay.
He don't have an arm like Mahomes.
But it doesn't matter on run fast.
Skip, the man is 20, the man is 19 years. So you telling me a team say, you know what, because LeBron can't shoot the three, we don't want him? The guy's going to be the all-time leading scorer, and he's a terrible three-point shooter by your estimation.
Well, not by mine, by anybody's. He just is.
Well,
are you saying he's not a terrible three-point shooter?
Well, if he was terrible, what was Jordan?
Well, they didn't emphasize it.
It doesn't matter if they emphasized it or not.
Well, it does too, because you took 8. You were the 15th highest attempt from three in the whole league.
Skip, they put look.
Do you think Jordan had the 15th most three-point attempts? He had probably the 100th.
When I was in the league, unless you ran the run and shoot, there was no dinking and dunking. Everybody pushed the ball down the field. There was not the emphasis on completion percentage. Everybody trying to dink and dunk. Not everybody has that part into their game. So we can't say because it didn't matter. It did. He took them. He took them. Well, now, if he'd have shot 45%, you'd have said, even though he didn't shoot that many, he averaged 45%. But you can't say that. So what you do is try to say, well, they didn't emphasize it. Doesn't matter if they emphasized it or not. His percentage said it was worse than LeBron's.
Okay, but again, how about his attempts? Where did he rank in attempts?
His attempts should be better. So if his attempts were not as many as LeBron, his percentage should be better. Somebody that don't shoot as many threes as Steph Curry should have a better shooting percentage because Steph Curry's shooting 1,000 a season.
He didn't emphasize it, so Michael probably ranked 100th in attempts. LeBron's top 20. He's 15th in the league.
Your guy was shooting, he was 100 in attempts and still shot 32%. So what is that?
Well, I just told you of the 26 players who've shot 4,000 or more since LeBron came in the league. He's 25th. And you're trying to tell me he's the GOAT?
Oh, those 26.
Are you kidding?
Of those 26, how many of them are the four-time MVP? How many of them won 4 championships? How many of them went to 10 finals? How many will be the all-time leading scorer in NBA history of those 26 players that LeBron's on the list with?
Well, how much better could that guy have been?
How you gonna get better and better? How do you make the
Go in the lab.
How do you make the light bulb brighter? So what? You gonna make it a 200 watt, a 500 watt? You gonna make it a spotlight? It's still a light.
So
he's still the GOAT.
Is he going to finish 100th in three-point percentage this year?
We gonna finish number one.
If it's 100th, number one?
40,000, 10 and 10. 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds. The man's going to be top 5 in assists. Let that sink in for just a second. Nobody else with that many points is even in top 10.
The Lakers went 33 and 49 last year, thanks to that.
Putting money they don't do it.
33 and 49.
I tell you what.
That's called a fizzle reel.
Since you over there bumping them real good and some money, you felt real good. We was at home working from home last week.
Yeah.
Put some money they don't go 39 and 33,
Well,
33,
I
39.
hope not.
No hope.
Boy, that's gutsy on your part.
Yeah, I got you 50.
Rock,
we got
Chalk, Jayhawk,
50.
Shannon.
We're going to increase 17 games. That's almost half, Skip. That's over half of 33. Put that in a pipe.
Yeah, I did put it in a pipe, and I smoked you.
Yeah, that's okay. 40,000, 10 and 10, Skip. Top 5 in assists and number 1 in scoring. Where would that ever happen again?
Well, obviously, he did it.
He did
is the longevity king.
That longevity.
That's what he is.
So he's just going along for a ride.
He leads history in longevity. I will give you that.
So is that what Tom Brady's doing?
No, he's doing it both. He's breaking the records at the highest level, and he's longevity king.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.